Mr. Chair, we meet at a time when the world is yet to recover from the ravages of the COVID pandemic. Conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East are acquiring wider ramifications. The escalating effects of climate change and the worrisome state of food security, health security, and energy security have added to the mix of interlocking crises and eroded systemic resilience in the developing countries. Terrorism, extremism, and separatism continue to pose serious threats to our societies, augmenting the uncertainties of a polarized world. The digital divide is growing as new technology-related challenges emerge. Global South has been disproportionately impacted, and development gains have gone off the rails, threatening progress towards our SDG targets. The theme for this year's debate is therefore timely and reflects the urgent call for collaborative global action to purposefully address these challenges. Mr. Chair, as the world contemplates these concerns, India has sought to respond in a variety of ways. First, by focusing on the issues of the most vulnerable, with the aim of leaving no one behind. Empowering women and youth is key to building resilient societies. India has fashioned targeted policies and initiatives for their betterment. Garib Kalyan Yojana and other social safety nets ensured that even at the height of the COVID pandemic, over 800 million people received free food grain. India is expanding opportunities for employment and entrepreneurship, including through stronger training and large-scale financial incentives, especially for women. By lifting 250 million people out of poverty in India, we have demonstrated that sustainable development can be successful, and we are ready to share this experience with partner countries. Second, by deploying digital technology and digital public infrastructure in a people-friendly and citizen-centric manner to ensure inclusive, integrated, and equitable development. Enhancing governance, financial inclusion, and public service delivery, we are creating digital templates that are replicable elsewhere. India is sharing the India Stack and digital public infrastructure solutions and undertaking development projects in almost 80 nations, many of them as grants. We have also created the Social Impact Fund to accelerate digital public infrastructure in the developing world. Third, by encouraging the Global South to voice its shared concerns and coalesce around common interest. To that end, we have convened 3 Global South summits, the most recent in August this year. Prime Minister Modi proposed a comprehensive global development compact inspired by development priorities set by the countries themselves. India is also contributing to the SDG Stimulus Leaders Group for financial stress and development funding in countries of the Global South. India's commitment to development partnership remains strong and robust. We will continue to actively work together in a spirit of South-South cooperation, especially with LDCs, LLDCs, and SIDS. Fourth, on climate action, India has walked the talk. We were among the first G20 nations to fulfill its Paris commitments on green energy. We remain committed to achieving 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel energy capacity by 2030. India has also launched the National Green Hydrogen Mission with the aim of developing a green hydrogen production capacity of at least 5 million metric tons per annum, along with additional renewable energy capacity of 125 gigawatts. Our initiatives like the International Solar Alliance and the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure are examples of our contribution to global climate partnership. Under Mission Life, we are prioritizing rooftop solar and renewable power generation, not only in India, but in partner countries as well. However, there still exists a large gap to achieve commitment by developed countries to provide the necessary green financing for climate action by the developing countries. The notion of common but differentiated responsibilities is at the heart of climate justice, and the principle of equity should guide our climate policies. Mr. Chair, in this uncertain world, resilience cannot be built in isolation. There is a crying need to reform global institutions if we are to revive their credibility and make them more responsive to the aspirations of developing countries. A concerted global effort is required to reform the international financial architecture to ensure debt sustainability and prevent debt traps, provide access to affordable finance, and address inequalities in global trade and investment flows. India is committed to fostering resilience, sustainable growth, and inclusive development, rooted in our philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or the world is one family. You can count on the support of my delegation for the successful conduct of work of this committee in the hectic weeks ahead. I thank you.